Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for the Kartik special classes on the weekdays. But also remember today Thursday, but then tomorrow because of the Tamil class, Jayavadharma class, we won't have this class. So anyway, all right, let us get into this now. Om Ajnanatimiraandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Sakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaye Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Vanja Kalpa Tarupchecha Krupa Sindhupya Evacha Paditanam Bhavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare Vandeham Sri Guruvaram Sri Rupanugapravaram Brajarasa Sasikam Cha Narayanam Tam Prapannam Sri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prestaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktidam Cha Krupa Murti Narayanam Seva Kunje Braje Ramye Govardhanau Girau Sada Radha Kunde Rasanande Tadat Seva Pradayakam Gurum Narayanakhyam Tam Vande Vinod Preshtakam Yatpahadasmiti Matrena Damodara Prasidati Narayanam Prabhum Vande Karunagana Vigraham Ragamarga Bhaktim Dattva Tarayati Tribhuvanam Gaurahari Param Preshta Nityananda Vinnaka Sri Gaura Narayana Bhakta Bandhava Priya Sevakam Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramano Vishtam Purnam Radha Dasyam Pradayakam Rupanugacharya Varyam Rupamanjari Preshtakam Padita Pavana Bandhava Yugacharya Narayanam Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutare Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhyamine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we will continue from where we left. Actually the verse that we covered yesterday, in fact I covered only 1/3 of it, not the whole details. But it is up to us to really go over. Now today we can actually move to verse 3, which the verse 3 probably it is go for 2 parts. Anyway, so in Damodara Ashtakam, this is verse 3. Idi drikshvalilabir ananda kunde swagosham nimajandam Akyapayandam Idi Drikshvalilabir Ananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akyapayandam Tadiye Shitajneshu Bhaktirjitatvam Puna Prematastam Satavruti Vande Tadiyeshitajneshu bhaktirjitatvam Puna prematastam sa tavriti vande. So as you all know, Satyavrata Muni is expressing his amazing vision. And he composed this, which is really found in Padma Purana, which Vedavyasa was quoting from Padma Purana, and that's what we are hearing. So what is the meaning of Idi Truk? Idi Truk means Idi. Idi means this. Idi means this. Truk means something that, Tru means you really see or similar or something appearing, something like this. So Idi Truk means like this. What are they talking about here? Like this means what? Basically, all these things we are talking about these are the supremely enchanting childhood pastimes, such as this Damo Bandhana Leela. Damo Bandhana Leela. Damo means rope. Bandhana means he is really bound by this rope. Leela, that is pastime. Because actually Krishna especially is Leela Purushottama. So we have different Purushottamas, and we have Maryada Purushottama. Maryada Purushottama is Ram. So Lord himself, Supreme Bhagavan Krishna, comes here as Lord Ram to teach us how to follow Dharma. Then the same Bhagavan comes down as Swayam Bhagavan, Sri Krishna himself coming down, and then telling us, you break all the laws, all the rules. So it seems contradicting, right? So, because the thing is, the truth is both. You have to live here as Lord Ram has really come to teach us. But we cannot live like Krishna. That's the Leela. Because we can actually hear the Leelas of Krishna and enjoy. It is for us to relish. And when a devotee comes to that kind of stage, Bhava Bhakti, then that devotee automatically transcends the dharmic rules and regulation. That is exactly the case of the gopis. So in the case of gopis, they really abandoned all the dharmas, all the dharmas. So that is what Krishna is really, trying to really teach us is, eventually you have to get above. You have to be transcending all these dharmas. So that is the ultimate goal of Bhava Bhakti. Bhava Bhakti, because there are two things. Vaiti Bhakti is rules and regulation. That is Lord Ram came to really teach how, normally as a person, how you really, you really follow the Dharma. And because he really gave us as an example for us by even sending his own consort to the forest. Sita Devi was thrown out. So rules and regulation is important than the love and affection. See, this is the thing. So that is why our Gurudev says, yes, I was a deep, Ram Bhakta. Yes, my family where I was born, are all completely 100%, Ram Bhaktas. They will not miss even a single Harikatha of Lord Ram. And there I was born. But then, now also that family was actually Sri Parambara, which is 100% rules and regulation. They are very, very, very strict in rules and regulation. But these are the two things that really appeared in the environment. One is the parents, and then Lord Ram worship, and then another one is Sri Parambara. So now he was not. Actually in the beginning he was 100%, he was so much devoted to Lord Ram. And Lord Ram gave appearance, gave darshan to our Gurudev. But then he really, because our Gurudev came to teach something very, very unique. So now, once he really met The Gaudiya Sampradaya, those devotees who really came to teach when he was working as an inspector in Orissa, in Bihar, then everything changed. So from rules and regulation, from dharma or from maryada to he really transcended to these Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is based on what? Raganuga. So we are Raganuga. So it's different. Look at now, towards the end, our same Gurudev who had received the darshan of Lord Ram, he was telling, oh, you are a Ram Bhaktar? Yes, you pray him to really give Krishna Bhakti. He will give. If you are really sticking to Lord Ram, just like that. And then, he also did something to Hanuman. Hanuman, wanted to protect somebody which Lord Ram wanted to kill. But then Lord Ram used his arrow to really shoot Hanuman. Of course, it became a garland on Hanuman because of his devotion. That is different. But Lord Ram was following the Dharma. And similarly, Lord, she also, just because a washerman was really complaining about Sita Devi's absence from Lord Ram. So hearing that, these things she really sent Sita Devi out. Now our Gurudev is asking us, it's very unique. If you violate the rules and regulation and you are a Rama Bhakta, how long will it take to Lord Ram to really banish you? No time at all. Because he is a Maryada Purushottama. But his stories and everything was nectar, no problem. But for Raganuga, we do not have affection there. Our orientation is different. We want this Leela Purushottama for what? For enjoying, for Harikathas. Don't try to live like Krishna. No. Live like Lord Ram. But then hear the Harikathas of Leela Purushottama. And what will you get? When you are really hearing this Harikatha of this Leela Purushottama, Lord Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, what will happen to you? You will get Prema Bhakti. Automatically you will have the rasa with what? The Prema Purushottama. So you will be always blessed by the Prema Purushottama will come into picture. That is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So forget about these Vaiti Bhaktis and Lord Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana, these and everything. Of course, it has its own place for those kind of devotees. But those are Dasyas and Sandas and Dasyas. But there will be some traces of other Bhavas also, but they are not primary Bhavas in Vaikuntha. No. Anyway, so here we just touching that, yes, this is one of the Leela of the Lord. This Dama Bandhana Leela in which his belly was bound. And his pastimes are very unique because of the Yoga Maya's preparations. Because even Lord Krishna used to tell, I don't even understand how the Yoga Maya is arranging everything that I have to do these Leelas. I am not able to understand. Such a powerfully is Yoga Maya. So that is Krishna is saying. Who is that Yoga Maya? You say expansion of Radharani only, because Radharani is the one who is. Without Radharani, what Leela is there in? The other Leelas are only not really Leelas. Those Leelas are subordinate, killing demons and things like that. Okay. So Radharani, because he is in the high in the Madhurya, he is in the Madhvanavakya Mahabhava, that high stage. But when you really see the Madhurya Bhava, all the other Bhavas are also included in that. That you have to understand. Okay, all the Bhavas are included, but the predominating Bhava is Madhurya. Okay, that also, especially not Swakya, Parakya. Swakya is again, that is low. That is there only in the Dwaraka, Dwaraka regions, and Dwaraka, Madura, they are all there. You can have Swakya. Okay, that's why if you say where Andal, even though she was worshipping Krishna, but he had no way of going to the Goloka Vrindavan, because Goloka Vrindavan has Parakya Rasa, no married relation. So, but he got married to Lord Narayana actually. But in that case, actually, she's really, she's actually Dwaraka, the queen. She got married there. But yes, Krishna only, But so you have to understand all these things now. That is really more deeper and more deeper and more deeper. Not like just one big sambar there. Everybody goes there in one place. It's not like that. Now, his unique and uncommon pastimes are really covering all the bhavas, all the way to, of course, the Dasya Bhava and also Shanta Bhava also. Everything coming there. He's doing it uniquely. Because Dwaraka Krishna, for example, if you see, there more of Sakya Bhava and then also lot of Dasya Bhava and even Shanta Bhava. Bhishma Dev is actually Shanta Bhakta. So he does all kinds of, Leela. So that's why it's saying, Swalilabihi. Iti trik. Swalilabihi means, Swa means by himself. He is really unique. Swa means unique or pertaining to something of that particular, object only. It's quality. The Swa Leela is pastimes. Leela is, what does he do? Oh, this is why these Leelas are going on in every Brahmanda all the time going on. And what is the purpose of this? To completely deep the devotees, his devotees, in the pool of nectarian, what is that? Or bliss. Ananda Kunde. Ananda Kunde means, actually Ananda Kunde, you can do this also. It's also Ananda Kunde also. You can take that Ananda Kunde. Means there is no end to it. Once, because these Leelas are unlimited and these Leelas are Ananda. So then because he is really immersing his devotees, dear devotees, in the Kunda or the pools of Ananda, so that's why the word coming here, Ananda Kunde, in fathomless pools of bliss. For whom again? All the inhabitants of his abode of Gokula. So Gokula, of course, here Satyavata Muni is specifically more concentrating on the Gokula, where Krishna is now performing this particular pastime of this Dama Bandhana Leela. So that is what we are now targeting here now. And also, then also not only for all the inhabitants of his abode of Gokula, but also to all those who really hear these pastimes. And also all the entities manifested by his pastime potency. So anything, his associates, everybody, they're all going to be immersed in the pool of bliss and bliss and bliss. That is exactly what the Satyavrata Muni also got into. That is why he is saying, Na moksham na. I don't want any moksham. Don't cheat me. That is going to come later as one of the verses, of course. Because please do not cheat me by giving me moksha. Please do not that. Please do not give Vaikunta. Please do not give moksha. But everybody else in this world is running for Vaikunta Ekadasi, Vaikunta. This is where the difference comes. This is why this Damodara Ashtakam we are singing every day, because this is not Vaikunta Bhakti. This is very special. No moksha, nothing. If anyone is asking for moksha, all right, see you. Okay, all right, all the best. What are they going to do? Yeah, of course, they are going to be happy there. That is because of their Siddha Deha. They will have inclination towards there. But that does not mean that if one is born in the parampara, which is really worshiping Lord, Lord Narayana, etc., or Balaji, or whatever it is, oh, they are bound to go to Vaikuntha. No, our Gurudev was born in the Sri parampara, but he came out of it. So that is not the way. It is how you get association. The Lord, depending on the Siddha Deha, He is giving the thing depending on your karma or whatever your target. So there will be a family that one will appear. But that does not really define the ultimate goal as where you will reach. No, Lord is arranging, Paramatma is arranging in such a way so that you really get into contacts after contact. And you will find your Guru. You will find your sadhus. You will find your all the connections by the mercy of, or by the act of. Of course, mercy, but again, Paramatma is not merciful. Don't say that. Bhagavan is merciful. And Brahma means that is nothing, like a no taste, nothing, no quality. That is even words. But Paramatma, why he is a blind judge? He is not like Bhagavan Krishna. We do not want Paramatma in our heart. No, we have to replace. We have to give, retire him. No, we move out, and I want only my Krishna, Radha Krishna to be in my heart, not for Paramatma. But Paramatma has a duty, because Paramatma is another expansions from the Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sabte. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. So this Paramatma is just like a blind judge. So never worship Paramatma. We do not want to worship Paramatma. When you come to Raga Bhakti, no. Paramatma say no. But everybody else, all the Sampradaya say Paramatma. Arey, Paramatma is sitting there inside. If you do good things, he will give you heaven. If you did bad things, he will put it in the hell without any hesitation. He is a blind judge. And you are praying these blind judge, huh? And what is the use? You use your common sense. You have love and relation to that Swayam Bhagavan, who will give himself. He even breaks his own oath. Look at here. Even Lord Ram also broke the dharma there, and when killing Bali. And Krishna also broke the promise that he will not take any weapon, but he really took to the wheel of the chariot. Right? See that? So Bhagavan can't really break anything on just to save his devotee. And he may even take this punishment. So that is Bhagavan. So the thing is, devotee, what is the purpose of all the Jivatma? Why did Bhagavan create so many Jivatmas? Actually, these Jivatmas are Vamsa of Krishna only. Actually, when we are enjoying, when a Jiva enjoys, that means Bhagavan is also enjoying. Because we are part and parcel of him only. And now because of his mercy, he has really made the Jivas in such a way that when a Jiva gets prema on him, their bliss is more than what his bliss is. Okay, follow that carefully. So Bhagavan, when he is dealing with his devotee, he gets certain amount of bliss, so happiness. Wow, good, my devotee, my everything, mine, everything, right? Remember Radharani, right? She's going, Radharani, gopis and gopas. I mean, he's so happy. But he does not have that happiness as what, like for example, Radharani and gopis have, and are enjoying by associating or even seeing that Bhagavan Krishna as beloved, not Bhagavan, as beloved. Because in Goloka Vrindavan, he's not God. There's no God there. Only Vaikunda, devotees worship the Lord. But in their Goloka Vrindavan, the Lord worships his topmost devotees. It's ulta, completely opposite. It's very difficult to understand. So now because Radharani is enjoying more than what Krishna was enjoying, the thing, there was a problem. Oh, I am not able to enjoy. So he said, oh Radhe, please give me, I want to enjoy the way you enjoy. I am not able to. I have a problem. Please. So she's begging. He's, taking these things. Oh Radhe, please give me Bhiksha. Bhiksha. She's crying. Oh, please give me Bhiksha. Because I want to taste what you are tasting by seeing me. I am not able to taste. And now, especially when in Braj, he also, fortunately, he sees his own image and it's very beautiful. Yes, this beauty is amazing. But the enjoyment what I am really having by seeing myself is not that high as Radharani is feeling. Because I can see, they go crazy. How can I feel it? So she begged from Radharani. Radharani is always so merciful. She will give everything. Yes, I will give you my mood. But the only thing is, I also want to come with you to witness how you are really performing all these leelas of tasting the way I taste about you. And that is how he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's beautiful. Look at here. It's beautiful. Who is Prema? He is the Prema Purushottama. So forget about this Dharma, what Maryada Purushottama. Yes, Harikatha about Leela Purushottama, which we are talking about. But the highest is again Prema Purushottama. So actually there are three kinds of jivas can have three kinds of goals when they develop Raga Bhakti. Okay. In fact, I was about to send a blog and then I forgot. Anyway, I forgot, that's all. I will send sometime. Three kinds of way with one can destiny. There are those jivas who really want to serve and associate only with the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Parsadas. They will go to Swaita Dvipa. I sent a blog. There are two kinds of Swaita Dvipas. This Swaita Dvipa is in the Goloka. One side is inside, one is Vrindavan, other one is a Swaita Dvipa. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Swaita Dvipa. Not the Paramatma, who is actually also called Shirokadai Sai Vishnu, milk ocean, Lord of milk ocean. So he's Vaikunda. He also, every Vishnu has a Vaikunda. So now his Vaikunda is all white. But anyway, yeah. Anyway. So those jivas, first category, who wants to go only to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yeah, it's good. So that is one kind. Second kind is those who really want to be associated with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for some time, relish, and then come to this Vrindavan and be part of the pastimes. This is what that is Aprakat Leela. We are talking about Prakata Leela. Those Aprakata Leela in Golaka Vrindavan, they are going to be associating then eternally. So it is an intermediate stage. This is the second kind of, the goal of a jiva. Third kind of goal is one goes straight to Golaka Vrindavan. But again, whenever I am talking about, they cannot really go straight away there because there is no training. There is no training budget for them. So there is no training department. So before they really go to either to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or to Vrindavan, Golaka Vrindavan, they will be born in some Brahmanda or Brahmandas, depending on how much training they want. And they will be born in the womb of a gopi, and they will be associating with the Nitya Siddha gopis, and also there will be Sadhana Siddha gopis are the one who are really being born there, and they get trained by these Nitya Siddha gopis. Then they can go. The same way, Same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually even little liberal in one way. Many jivas can go straight away there, then get trained there, kind of, and then come to Vrindavan. But most of the time, they will be always born in the womb of a gopi if you are in the Madhurya Bhava, and then eventually go destined to Swaitadvipa or the Golaka Vrindavan. But anyway, we are talking about the inhabitants of abode of Gokula. This Gokula also we need to include Goloka. Actually, Gokula is the one way the scripture is saying is Gokul and Goloka, there is no difference. Another scripture says Gokul is the original and Goloka is its reflection. Another one saying, I think Jiva Goswami is his explanation. Actually, Goloka is the original and Gokula is the descension, something like that. But anyway, so there will be some subtle differences there, but that's not our problem. For us, whether we are saying Gokula or Goloka, we mean that it's Lord's pastimes, and depending on your Chitta Deha, you will be automatically get attracted. Okay? So now, for example, you are all in the Sadhu Sangha. Why you are actually hearing all these kind of things, Madhuri Leelas and Raga Bhakti and everything? Because you will know, maybe your Chitta Deha is that. Otherwise, you have no way of associating with those kind of the devotees. So anyway, so that is what Swagosham, Gosham means. It's all basically all the inhabitants. Swagosham. His Swa means actually mostly what I'm saying is it is the nature of that. So he's talking about the nature of the inhabitants of the abode. And now Nimajandam. That means Nimajandam means, because if you see this thing, it's all in between. See, Dritsvalila Ananda Kundem Swagosham Nimajandam. See, that Nimajandam is meaning submerging. Submerging in what? In the bliss. Completely. So the devotees are completely submerged. That is why I will tell you, being a jiva, actually most of the people that in this world, they are actually frustrated. They are frustrated. They don't want, eventually. Because they wanted to, they all come here to enjoy only. Hey, let us go, all right, we'll have lot of enjoyment in this Maya is going to give lot of enjoyment, but ultimately everything is completely wrong, totally wrong. So they get frustrated. Okay, that is jivas. So when after they're really frustrated, then they're looking for some jnana. I have done everything, all my karma, back and forth. I went to heaven, hell, this, everything, all the time, back and forth. Everything. Finally, it will go into the subconsciousness, saying all these Mayic worlds are nonsense. This should be avoided by all means. I don't want to be born again. What can I do? I don't want to be born again and doing karma and karma yoga, whatever it is, but still karma yoga also not really going to go high far. So heaven and heavenly planets are there. You have the Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, like that you go. If you do those. But again, to really get to Brahman, even Brahman, you have to be jnani or a yogi. So these guys, finally, they really try to do, can I do my yoga and then, and then get moksha so that no more birth and death or something? That is one way. Another one is jnani. They want to read so many Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, these everything. They keep on reading forever, reading with this little brain. They will try to understand. Most of the time they get lost. They get attracted to this Mayavadism. this and everything. So this is the thing happening. But those jivas original by its nature is this Swagosham. This Swagosham Nibajandam. There is always, that is nature, by serving the Lord. And also participating in the part of the Leela. Seva is also participating in the Leela, is also you are actually, that's also Seva. And this is the original nature of the Jiva. And Akya Payandam. Akya Payandam means just informing. Where is he informing? Tadi yeshita nyeshu. Okay, I am actually dividing that into pieces. Tadi yeshita nyeshu. It's a nya actually. Nyeshu. Nya means that's a root word for jnana. So that means his associates, those who have knowledge of his absolute divinity. This is the real knowledge about Bhagavan and the position of us, who the jivas, who we are, who is Bhagavan, what is the relation between us, what is the sambandha, what is the prayojana, and then what is the abhideya, and then prayojana, everything. That knowledge is basically this Nyeshu. So they will be able to understand these too. So what he's saying is these Leelas will be understood by these kind of special devotees or special devotees who has a knowledge to understand. What does it mean? You really tell Harikatha, not everybody will come and listen. Those real devotees who really have the interest and knowledge, that is the dadiye ishita nyeshu. Bhakti. Those are the one who are the devotees. Loving devotees. Bhakti means devotion. But here we are actually talking about loving devotion. Very intimate, because it's about all his inhabitants of his abode that we are talking about here in this one. And then Jitatvam. Here is really the core of thing coming. Jitetvam pune prema tam sata avriti. He's what is sata avriti means hundreds of times. He's doing something here. So here Satavrita Murti is saying something. What is he doing? Satavritti Vande. I am giving my obeisance unto you. How many? Hundreds of times. Actually, Raghunath Das Goswami used to give obeisance, Tandavat Pranams 2,000 times a day for the Vaishnavas. You'll be fine. He was very, very thin because he doesn't eat. He always takes only little bit of, this buttermilk, one palm, that's all, this much only. That's a whole day, that's it. He doesn't take anything else. So because of that, he was skinny too, of course, skinny. But he was doing? He was doing activities which science cannot really even explain. How does the calories come from this one palm full of buttermilk to do 2,000 Tandavas pranams? Where is the calorie coming from? Where is the energy coming from? They cannot explain. There are a lot of devotees who used to go without eating anything for 40 days. Nothing. Where is the calorie? Every day you are burning. Whatever is the rate, but where is it coming from? So that is what is called law of vital folds. It is there in the Bhagavad Gita hidden form. It is there in the naturopathy. So anyway, what he is saying is, I am giving so much of obeisance. Tandavas pranams I am doing. How do you do? Punah. How I am doing? With love. Premata tantam sada vritti vande. For whom? What is this object that we are talking about here? Bhakti jitatvam. This is the two words. What is this bhakti? Bhakti jitatvam. In this verse, the root, really the strongest one is jivatvam. Jivatva means this Krishna, who is supreme, is conquered by somebody. He is not independent. He is independent in one way, but he is really not independent. There is something very, very unique about this word Jitatvam, because the Supreme Lord is controlled by bhakti. By his loving devotees, he is Jitatvam. So now see, Bhagavan Krishna, and now you will have understanding more between ourselves as a jiva and Bhagavan. Look at here, what a blissful status we are in. What a blissful exchange that we are doing. Bhagavan is greatest, but even greatest is his devotees who came from Bhagavan, who is a subordinate of Bhagavan. But then in this case, what makes, there is some entity, something which is making this unusual and extraordinary thing to happen. How can something, you have a soul and something is really subordinate, something coming, Amsa is coming, that Amsa is controlling these main souls. How can that be explained? That is the power of bhakti. It is the bhakti. And look at the very, very sophisticated way the Lord and Jiva, they are all intertwined, and how they are all created in the first place to be really completely intertwined with love and affection. And a subordinate, Anuchit, because he is Maha Tattva. He is very, very big. Like Himalayas and the Jiva is like a small one dust. How can this dust be bigger than the mountain? But he says it. Bhakti jitatvam. Your devotees conquer you. This is the Dhamma Bandhana Leela. Why it is really? Because why we are actually, because we are all singing. Why we are singing every day during this Damodara month? Of course, there are several reasons. One is this is Radharani's month. So anything we do, it is going to add more to our bhakti. So what we need is only one thing, bhakti. Don't try to think that I want to be God. That is wrong. Because God is not high compared to the divine love, the loving devotees. That bhava, God is not great. This bhakti is great. Which only, to the fullest extent, only that jiva can have. But even higher than who is great again is, who can give that to a devotee? That is Guru. So Guru is always high. Isn't it? Guru is always high. This is the tattva of what we really, just by looking at the meaning of these words from the sloka, just what we have found out. And we haven't gone to any of the... Okay, we'll read the translation as we just covered. But then, this is just only one page of the book which I am talking about. But there are another 30 pages explanation. How long you really want to spend with me? By his childhood pastimes such as this Dhamma Bandhana Leela, Krishna perpetually drowns all the residents of Goloka. His gopas and gopis and cows and calves and so forth, who are all manifested by his pastime potency. So these jivas, why did he really create? Yes, that is a part of the pastime potency. Actually, jiva Sakti, Jiva Shakti, because if you really, only one problem with the Jiva is, as long as the Jiva thinks that I want to be, I am a servant of the Lord Krishna, Lord in all the way, completely, eternally, he is fine. That is the original nature. Jiva Swarupa Virbhaya, Krishnera Nitya Dasa. But the problem is, not all of them. Don't think that most of the Jivas are really suffering in this material world. No, it's only a fraction they really got like this. Everybody else, they are all there in eternally serving the Lord there. Only few. This is very unfortunate situation. But we can get out of it by doing all this bhakti sadhana. But here, see, he's talking about that his pastime potency, his Jivatma is participating in his pastime potency. That means it is part of that. That is part of his Leela. Why he has really made so many Jivas is part of his Leela. And those who have really surrendered completely and then finally serving the Lord with love and affection, that they are the one who will be in pools of bliss. All the others are pools in miseries, only suffering. That is this world. So anyway, this Krishna thus informs those who have knowledge of his absolute divinity that only the pure and simple love of these devotees can conquer him. That is the word I said. What was the word that I said? Bhakti Jitatvam. Bhakti Jitatvam. When you do this Damodara Ashtakam, if you understand the meaning, then it will be very, very effective. Then only the Bhava will come. Otherwise, it's a general Baba. Oh yeah, I am worshipping Damodara, great, this, everything is that and everything. So that is only a generic idea will be there. But that's what Gurudev says. So when you know the meaning, and how will you know? By hearing from sadhus and other devotees, scriptures, read the scriptures. But reading the scriptures also may not be completely easier. But then when you sing, that particular meaning should really come in there. So who can conquer? He said, pure and simple love of these devotees can conquer. Many times this bhakti has selfishness. You see bhakti, devotion service, people are going to temple or really pray to vigrahas and going to, paying these prayers to all those deities. But what is inside? Asha, Bhaya, Kartavya. No real raga. Raga is basically raga bhaktas are here we are talking about. And Satyavatra Muni says again and again, punak punak. Puna means again and again. How many times he is saying? Satta avruti. Satta avruti. Actually avruti. So Sata means hundreds. Sata avruti. Hundreds of times I am offering my obeisances with love and he is saying loving obeisances. And to the Sri Damodara Krishna. Always remember Damodara Krishna is more merciful than Bhagavan Sri Krishna who came to give the Leela here. Because sometimes this is what happens. Look at here. So Radharani came from him only. But Radharani is more merciful. Jivas also came from him. But Jivas enjoy more. And similarly here, Damodara also is just one of the Leelas. Leela, performed for some part of the Leela. But the Damodara is more merciful than Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. This isn't it something wonderful? Welcome to the abode of spiritual dimension. Okay, with that we will complete. Almost time. Only one page. Vanja kalpa tarupchecha, kripa sindhupya evacha, paditanam pavanepyo, vaishnavepyo, namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Gurudev, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Sri Al Guru Parambara. And All Jai to Damodar, Damodar. So, all glories. Okay. All right. Okay. Any questions? Anything?